Now it's time for a break so Doug and Strickland can show their wicked good dance moves on TikTok. You just can't unsee that once it's happened.
I don't think that we influence anything. I really don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but do you see any influence that are we persuading anyone to do anything?
We're persuading people to call in and comment.
Oh, that is true. We've
13 times this week. So, that's something.
That is very
and
true.
Now that we have a merch store, we'll see if we're going to encourage people to buy some cool merch.
Hey, remember when we used to have a Patreon account?
Oh yeah, that was a disaster.
How about a little something, for the effort? And he says, there won't be any money, but one day I will introduce you to the nice guys on business. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Most days they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Well, it's just like me to do things wrong right out of the very gate, just to do it all wrong. Strickland, this has been, what a week. What a week. If we did nothing other than talk about something brand new to our community and play voicemails today, we would, that's all we need to do. Because how many voicemails do we have in there?
11
voicemails. The community, they're responding. We've given a call to action. They're actually doing what we asked them to do. It's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas.
Today, these go to 11. Yes.
Wow. But before we get to the voicemails, I want to talk about two brand new things to the Nice Guy community. Are you ready? These are things that, had I told you about this a year ago, you would have said, no way. We just don't have the ability. We just can't do this on the Nice Guys.
On the edge of my seat.
Okay. First thing I want to share with you is a sponsor to the Nice Guys. I mean,
what?
Not just a one episode sponsor. This is a sponsor that decided that they believe in the Nice Guys so much that they've decided to invest in 3 months, right? Only from the beginning, because once we prove to them how valuable that we're going to be, they're actually going to stay with us forever. The name of the company is called serviceskills.com. Do I need to say any more? I mean, serviceskills.com. You would think just from the title alone, you would know everything that they do.
Right. Well, and I was, feigning a lack of knowledge, but I have been, of course, I knew that we had a sponsor, and I have been looking over serviceskills.com e-learning, and it's pretty interesting. I got to say, it's kind of cool. I really like it.
So when I was approached by Service Skills to become a sponsor of the Nice Guys, I thought, well, what could you possibly offer our community that they don't already have? And man, all they had to do was open up their mouth. And I heard all the things. Develop a customer service dream team, champion a culture of diversity and inclusion, elevate email chat and business writing skills, improve internal customer service skills, boost workplace respect levels, teach you how to sell, teach you how to soft skills training to the nth degree. And I'm like, this is exactly, you know what? If nothing else, Strickland, you and I need this.
Well, my favorite is actually the How to Be a Terrible Team Member series, which obviously is being said tongue-in-cheek, sarcastically, because really people don't always think about this, right? Like who you have on your team and how you support the rest of the team, whether you are an owner like you and I, or whether you are just a team member or an employee or management or whatever. The chemistry, the everything, it's so important. And that's why I love that this is called Soft Skills, America's premier soft skills training, because there are lots of classes out there that are going to tell you, do this like this. I'm going to teach you SQL, X, Y, and Z. I'm going to teach you Excel, X, Y, and Z. No. Soft skills are like, okay, the things you don't think about, the things that are sometimes hard to put into writing or put into a class, but that are so important.
So, but by the time that we get to the next episode, we're actually going to go through, because this is literally brand new. I just had my initial conversation with them yesterday, and I'm like getting involved in their website and looking through their pages and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, I need all of this stuff. Our team needs all of this stuff. And then I thought, if our team needs all of this stuff, guess how many other companies? So whether you're a small company of just one and you need some soft skills or selling skills, or you're a large company that just doesn't have the infrastructure put together to do all this training, I think this would be a valuable resource for you. So softskills.com/podcast. That's where you're going to go. Check out all the courses. What's really cool about it is you have the ability to actually go through it and do like a demo. You can see what it's all about. They have samples of all of it, so you can see what modules actually look like. This is I happen to be talking to the person at the organization that's involved with the advertising, and I was mentioning her a little bit about my family background and sales training and all of that, and she was wowed by that. And I said, I am wowed by simply your website. Their website has got so much depth. If you want to learn more about sales skills, more about selling skills, more about soft skills, and all of the things related to soft skills, go to serviceskills.com/podcast. I'm so glad that they are here. The timing couldn't be any better for us.
Tell them the nice guy sent you, because we're sending them. I love their top content: how to handle the irate customer. I mean, we've never had to deal with that, have we, Doug?
No, never. Hey, is there a course on how to fire a customer?
I didn't notice that one.
I didn't notice that one either, but it would be a little tongue in cheek, like what customers would be best for your organization. But everything, 8 keys to be more respectful in the workplace. I love that. Neurodiversity at work series, generations at work series.
That's what I was just looking at. Generations at work. Like, how do I deal with millennials? How do I deal with Gen X? Because, you and I were like, we're Gen X. I mean, I meant Gen Z. How do you deal with Gen Z?
Yeah. All right. So check it out. serviceskills.com/podcast. If you do end up getting further with them and you want to talk to them further in detail, or you end up going to the contact me page or anything like that, make sure to tell them the nice guy sent you, because we want to hold on to them for more than 90 days, because this is a company that I really think we could get, finally, a company that we can get behind, that we actually believe in their products. And I haven't even taken the first course yet, and I'm already a believer. So stay tuned. Come back next week. We're going to actually share a little bit more about it. serviceskills.com/podcast. Did I get it all right?
I think we got it all. We probably should move on, because if we talk this much about them every week,
I know
people are going to be hitting the fast forward button every week, and we don't want that. We want them to hear more about this.
Okay. Affordable, flexible, all the things that you need. serviceskills.com/podcast. Okay.
And the links will be in the show notes.
Of course. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is, Tennessee Tim, the mayor of the podcast community, of the Nice Guy community. Do you realize that all of the work behind the scenes that he has been doing over the last, I would say, month to get us set up for something very specific, tangible, and I think perfectly timed for the Nice Guy community?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is?
It's swag, merch, stuff.
Merch is it. So I want you to do this, Strickland. Do you have the ability to screen share of it? Have I disabled that from you?
Oh, I don't. Well, no, you have not disabled it. You haven't enabled it.
Okay,
as you've
good.
Made
all right. So if you could, while I'm talking about it, if you could go to niceguysonbusiness.com/merch. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean,
that's the actual site is /merch.
I think I did that. Did I do that right? Or is it?
Yeah. What?
Crazy, right?
Oh man, look at that.
niceguysonbusiness.com/merch. I mean, we are turning, this is actually like, we have a legit, I feel like we've now just legitimized our entire existence.
I love like everything that pops up right at the top, because it says, Steve O'Brien, take us out of here. I totally need some merch that just says, Steve O'Brien, take us out of here, just so people will ask me, what does that mean?
I wonder if, we didn't actually get permission from Steve. You think he'd get mad? Is he going to get mad?
I know Steve relatively well, even though we've never met in person. And I think he will never turn down a free opportunity for advertising.
So Tim and I, I don't know if you noticed the buffer that I created, but Tim sent an email to both of us, and I said, I'll take over. I'll take this.
I saw. I've been watching. I've been paying attention.
I've tried to even say to him politely, I'm like, Tim, just don't even CC Strickland anymore. If we need him to help make decisions, we can, but he's way too busy doing a bunch of other stuff. So he did ask me in one of his emails, he said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this merch with some fun sayings from the nice guys on business. Which one should we do? So of course he came up with welcome back.
Right.
I love that one. And then I came up with Steve O'Brien, take us out of here. So if you go to niceguysonbusiness.com/merch, you can see that we have hoodies, we have ball caps, we have coffee mugs, we have, of course, t-shirts. And right now we just have a few different designs because we're testing it out. But this would be so cool. If you wanted Nice Guy merch, then I got to get a hat. I totally
need a hat. I don't wear ball caps that often, but these look like really nice ball caps, and I really want one. This is Steve O'Brien. Take us out of here.
Steve O'Brien, take us out of here, ball cap.
I love that so much. I'm looking up the colors right now, trying to decide which color I want.
This was a Tennessee Tim brainchild. This is all him. And he's just we're just providing the marketplace for which to bring this merchandise out. But this was Tim's business. I think this was his bread and butter for decades and decades, and it may still be. I know that he's in the coffee business, but I'm not 100% sure how much more he does in the specialty business. But I was all excited when he wanted to do this. I'm like, Tim, you don't need any input from us. Just go. We will lend our name to this product.
Tennessee Tim is a man of many talents, many talents. I know.
So hats, go to the all products. Let me see what the.
See home and living. Oh, it's like mugs.
Yeah. So each one of these categories. So if you go to the all products, that will show everything. And then if you click on the individual, the subheadings, it doesn't give you more products. It just narrows it down to. So we got all the things. We have tie-dye shirts. We have t-shirts. We have mugs. We have travel cups, hoodies. T-shirts, of course, all the good stuff, and reasonably priced too.
This is good stuff. This is really good stuff.
niceguysonbusiness.com/merch, MERCH.
I know a couple of listeners who really enjoy having water bottles when they go on a walk. We do have like a little sealed up. Well, here, let's take a look.
Did you see the
under home and living?
Did you see? I forget if it was Sally that posted the in the Nice Guy community, but she posted like the hat that's got the two with
the drinks. And
it was like the perfect solution for Emily's problem.
A ring neck insulated tumbler, not exactly like a water bottle that you would take out for a walk, but still you could.
That's okay. Well, maybe we'll come up with some other products. This is just the starter set of products. Once we see if this takes off, and I don't know what takes off actually equates to. Does selling a t-shirt, does that equate to taking off, or do we need to sell
that works for me? I mean, I'd like to see more, but let's start with one. I'm good with that.
Of course we need fidget spinners.
Yeah, that I think definitely had its 15 minutes of fame, went, and is not fast. On its way back.
We definitely need though some sort of magnet, don't we? We need a magnet.
That'd be cool.
I think kind of like our magnets, like the NGF.
NGF magnets.
We need a special. You know what we actually need on this page? I don't know if there's a special like little area that you can go, like a gated area where you actually you can't go into it unless you have a special pass key or a key or password, and then you'll have access to the to the little magnetic buttons that we have.
Or that's where we have the merch that's like send more fuckery or something like that. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's right. Or yeah.
I'm surprised that the Podcastologist logo is unlocked. I thought that was just for our team, but you know what? Now it looks like anybody can be a podcastologist.
Gosh, anybody can be a turnkey team member then. Okay, we'll let them in. We'll let them in the club. As long as we don't have to pay an hourly wage to them, I'd feel good. I'd feel good about it.
Yeah.
You get those twins? You get the
Steve
twins?
O'Brien, take us out of here. Nice guys
That's
on business.
all good. Thank you, Tennessee Tim. We so appreciate you you putting it together for us too. Did you see there was a tie-dye shirt also?
What?
Did
I
you?
missed that
You didn't
one.
see the
Hold
tie-dye
on.
shirt?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
There it is,
Freaking
right there.
tie-dye shirt. I wouldn't wear a tie-dye shirt, but it's still pretty cool.
I might consider wearing that tie-dye shirt.
Color hazy rainbow. Yeah.
All right, so we could do a couple things. We could dig into some topics, which I have none of, but I could make up as we go along, or we simply could do the right thing at 20 minutes into the recording here, or 15 minutes or whatever, and go right to the voicemails. And then if we have any leftover time after the voicemails, and I got to be truthful, there are not that I'm not usually truthful, but I have to be more truthful now than I am. Completely transparent. There were more voicemails that came in today that Ashley said, do you want them for today or you want to save them for next week? And I said, well, the challenge is I think we have 9 or 10 of them already. And you said we have how many? 11? How many we have?
We have 11 already. So in other words, this 11 does not include ones that came in today.
That is correct. That is correct. I had to set the cutoff point at some point. And actually, I didn't even realize that Ashley automatically gets notified when we get voicemails, because I always send her, hey, here's a voicemail, put it in the inbox and take out everything that was in there last week, just delete it. And today, around 10 minutes before you and I started recording, she sent me an email saying, I have a couple more. Do you want me to put them in and I'm like, no, can you save them for next week? Nobody should be calling in on Thursday, because you know what? Are you really a loyal fan if you're calling in on Thursday just having listened to last week's episode? Aren't you trying to get in under the wire with that? Now, is that really fair to anybody?
No,
No.
totally not.
Okay. All right. So let's dig in. Let's go right for the voicemails and let's go. 11? Is that what you said? 11?
11.
You can't even fit them all on one screen.
Oh, except that, you know what? I didn't, when you said share my screen, I was not planning on voicemails, so I did not share audio, but that's okay. I'm aware of it before.
And before you play any voicemails, I would like to ask Magic 8 Ball a question.
Oh, we're going to get even more.
I'd like to ask Magic 8 Ball a question, because this will be very unique. I'm not seeing anything other than email right now. I don't know if you shared the right screen.
Click the thing and then shared the wrong damn screen. Oh yeah, here we go.
All right. So Magic 8 Ball. Here we go. Here's my question. Magic 8 Ball. Are any of these 11 voicemails from a listener we have never heard from before?
Oh, interesting question.
Because that's a lot of voicemails.
It's a lot of voicemails.
The chances are good that there's something either that we said that required multiple calls in by the same person, or somebody new is going to be in here. So Magic 8 Ball, is there somebody new on these voicemails that we're about to hear today?
Okay. What say ye, Magic 8 Ball?
Okay, guys. So I'm neither for nor against this one. So I'm Switzerland. Good luck.
Well, I guess we got to wait and find out on our own then, huh?
You know what? Can I shake the Magic 8 Ball one more time?
Sure,
because
of course.
I don't really feel like Magic 8 Ball gave I know that's an answer, but I don't remember if did you really shake it? I don't think you shook it. I don't think you did. Magic 8 Ball. Are any of these voicemails from a listener that has not given us a voicemail before?
Any of these 11 voicemails from a person that we have not heard from, at least via email or via voicemail before.
I really don't think that Magic 8 Ball should be taking the Switzerland stance. I really think.
Okay. Well, you gave it a good shake. Let's see what it says now.
What say ye?
That's a good question. I'm going to have to talk to my wife about that one. Hang on a second, guys. Honey? Oh, she said no fucking way.
Okay. Well,
apparently it's a lot of voicemails, but we're not good enough to get new people. So I guess
not only did we not, but it was no fucking way.
No fucking way.
No fucking way. Okay. All right, fine. Magic 8 Ball. Must have been somebody peed in his, what was that? Who peed in his Wheaties or his cornflakes or how's that work? Okay, Magic 8 Ball.
Like that.
Let's do it. Let's just play it. Go.
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a voicemail from Jared. I said, I see you had a bottle in your hand.
Oh yeah.
Was it the King of Beers?
No, it's
Michelob
worse.
Ultra.
It's worse.
More like the Queen of Beers, or the stepson of beers. Or
whenever you want a beer, but you don't want to be filled up. Whenever you want a beer, but prefer water, drink Michelob. Drink Michelob Ultra. It's actually, if you don't have any water near you, Michelob Ultra is basically the same thing. So it's fine. It's got a little taste of something. It's not as hoppy as a hop, so it's hopless.
Hopless.
Okay. I forget
what were you getting ready to say when I interrupted? You were interrupting.
I was something about service skills, but I can't remember what it was. That's all right. I'll remember it at some point. I was surprised that you interrupted though. That was good.
I know you. I usually don't.
I know.
Okay. Right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Good. Well, I was going to say good morning, but who knows if it's morning. It's likely not morning. Have you ever recorded a fuckery in the morning? It's Sally. Hi, fellas.
Never.
And I've already 30 seconds into the episode had my first laugh out loud experience. Very beginning of your episode, there's some clinking of ice in a glass and
Strickland.
an explanation, a statement that if you're an alcoholic, you'll enjoy this episode. Well, guess what, guys? I am an alcoholic, and I do enjoy this episode. I'm in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction, and now the fuckery community potentially knows that. But I couldn't stop myself from laughing out loud at that. I love the way that whatever comes up comes out. That seems to happen with the two of you, and brings me joy. Love ya, love the show. I'm potentially gonna leave some more voicemails. Sorry, not sorry. Bye.
Okay.
She's 30 seconds in. We have 11 voicemails, 10 to go, and she's 30 seconds in. So I'm thinking we're getting closer to Magic 8 Ball being 100% on the money. She's 30 seconds in and already leaving a voicemail.
That's true. That is very true. So lots more opportunity for more voicemails as we're going along. Yeah.
I want to comment about that particular voicemail though, because we find out a little bit more and more about each one of our Funkin' fans, our hardcore listeners, the Funkin' fans, as every episode goes on, and we just found out about her alcoholism and addiction, and totally fine, respect that. I don't remember the answer to the question on the Nice Guy Community if she said. Now we did specifically say heroin, so I don't know if heroin was her drug of choice as an addict. But is it true that she said alcohol and drug addiction, do those usually go hand in hand?
They can. They definitely can. Not always, but they certainly can.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if, because sometimes, now that we're talking about it, if drug addiction goes hand in hand with alcoholism, then is it general that those things are do they occur together, which usually happens first? I would assume that alcohol would be the gateway to drug addiction, but I don't know that. It's kind of like, is Trump the gateway to communism? I mean, I don't know how that. No, it's probably the gateway to capitalism.
Trump is the gateway to fascism. I mean, we're back to
Oh, okay.
Hitler again for that. But that's
that's true. I didn't think of that. Okay, well, Sally,
and by the way, apparently you haven't heard the news.
No, I have not heard the news. What's going on?
Donald J. Trump guilty on all charges.
Holy fuck. I have been sitting in front of this computer all day, making sales the way that I really am. This is the busiest fucking month that we have ever had in the night in our turnkey community. Okay. How they just gave it to the jury yesterday, didn't they?
Yes. It was under deliberation yesterday and all day today. And the judge was getting ready to basically let them go for the day when they came back with a verdict. Yeah. Guilty on all 34 charges.
Wow. Okay. I have not heard any of that. Okay. what are the pundits saying at this point? Oh God, we got 9 voicemails to go. Do we have time? I mean, we haven't even chatted about this yet.
Well, the sentencing is not until July 11th. And what the pundits are saying is that there is very little chance of jail time. Of course, everybody in the Republican Party is like, this is a fucking sham and it's all politically motivated. Like, right, dude, all 91 charges in 4 different cases are all politically motivated, right? Yeah, but they're basically saying that most likely is maybe community service, maybe probation, but could possibly be like supervised probation where like maybe he has to stay in his house for a certain amount of time or something, which would be really interesting because July 11th sentencing date is 4 days before the Republican National Convention.
Oh my God.
So could be interesting.
House arrest, can't leave your house, can't go to the Republican National Convention, can't do any of that. Oh my gosh, can you imagine that? Okay, so now we've gone through all of that, gone through the trial, found them guilty. Does really anything change?
Well, that's what's going to be interesting because there is a very large percentage of Trump supporters who are just like the Republican Party, and they're just going to back him whatever the fuck he does. In his own words, he could go out in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody dead, and people are still going to vote for him. And unfortunately, that is true. And that's what I call the emperor has no clothes, but nobody seems ready to say that the emperor has no clothes yet. Polls have been done that say that 20% of people who currently plan to vote for Donald Trump could possibly be swayed if he becomes a convicted felon. Now, does that mean that they're all going to change their vote now that he's been convicted? No. Who the fuck knows? Dude, I'm telling you, when it was October of 2015 and I'm kind of going to myself, what the actual fuck? I can't believe that this is even a race. And then the tape comes out where Trump says to Billy Bush, you can just grab him by the pussy, man. When you're a celebrity, they don't care. Doesn't matter if they're married. You can do whatever you want. You can just grab him. I thought to myself, well, thank God this is finally going to be over and the world is going to see him for the asshole that he is. And then he got elected president and did 4 years and now he's trying to come back again. So what the hell do I even know?
Well, what's interesting about the entire thing is, the Republican Party has their or stop the steal, or the MAGA people have their stop the steal, and at least now the Democrats can have a very similar slogan. It's going to be stop the appeal. That's what it's going to be called. It's going to be stop the appeal. I think this could work. This could work for the Republican Party. I mean the Democratic Party.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I honestly don't think it's going to change much. And in fact, there was the Trump people were saying, hey, our website for donations is currently down because so many people are donating. Like, what the fuck? Really?
Yep.
They are just fucking sheep. I'm sorry. It's like, just believe everything that Trump tells you and like, hey, I'm a billionaire, but you better send me money because this is politically motivated and I need help with my legal fees.
If I'm hoping to a degree that he can just take his Truth Social and just cash out your $1 billion. I think he's worth like $1.4 billion in Truth Social or something crazy like that. He's got this value. He's got that much stock. If he's got that much stock, just cash out. Can't he just go away? Just send him away. Just go away. The Donald, if you would just go away, that would be wonderful. But he's not gonna. He is not going to.
Well, now this is interesting because I had forgotten about the whole Truth Social thing.
Yeah.
It says Donald Trump set to lose $500 million after guilty verdict as Truth Social stock falls 9%.
Wait, hold on. They're blaming that on the court not prediction. What is it? The court
dude.
What is it?
Seriously, why do you think Truth Social stock is worth worth anything right now.
Just
It's
because-
not because they
Right.
lost $64 million last year. It's not because it's such a great fucking platform. It's all about fucking Trump.
Right.
So,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Why does anybody care if they're a truth supporter? Then they're a truth. I mean, if they're a Trump supporter, then they're a Trump supporter. They don't care about the positive attributes of Truth Social. So they're just buying in the name. The fact that he got convicted should have nothing to do with the valuation of the stock. As a matter of fact, I would expect just the opposite. Just like you're saying with the donations, donations went up when he was guilty, declared guilty, because everybody fucking feels sorry for him now, and they want to back him that much more.
I don't know. It is clearly upside down day and moving into upside down year as we continue on. So I'm just not even going to question it anymore.
All right. So further divide the country even more. I think it's only going to be to his benefit that he was found guilty. I don't know how. He is like the Teflon man to the nth degree. I've never seen a person that is as untouchable as Donald J. Trump.
The Teflon Don, that's right. I'm curious if anything is going to happen in this, in the Eileen Cannon case in Florida, the documents case, right?
Is that the judge?
Yeah, that's the judge.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I don't know the details of this, but I know that there are many motions that have been filed by Trump and his attorneys that are basically sitting on her desk waiting for her to make decisions on, right? So she's basically delay. And last week, I think on Friday, the prosecution put something in that said, hey, we really think that Trump should have a gag order regarding the trial because we don't want him putting FBI agents at risk, by putting their names out there, texting them, whatever.
Yep.
And she on Monday morning immediately, and by the way, this is, like I said, from what I understand, a dozen or more things that Trump's team has put in that she's not touched. She's not made one decision on any of them, but the prosecution on Friday puts this in and says, hey, this is a bit of an emergency, right? Because we don't want him, like, as soon as possible. We need to do this because if this sits for months and months and months, like all the other shit that's on your desk, he's going to start texting and it puts FBI agents at risk. Monday morning, she replies back and says, first of all, no, I don't see any reason that he needs a gag order. And second of all, you all put this in. Second of all, I don't see that it should be emergency. So fuck you guys for making it an emergency. And third, you put it in without checking with the defense team's attorneys first, like you're supposed to. And you know what? I could fucking fine you for that. I should just fucking slap you down for that. It's just the most transparent bullshit ever. It's unfucking-believable. Like, it's just so nuts to me.
New word alert.
It's just so goddamn transparent. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Voicemail number 2.
Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Trick. Jared here. So you guys are talking about Deadpool. I'm excited for this one too. But Doug, you said you can't believe it's coming out this quick. Dude, it's been 6 fucking years since Deadpool 2.
Wow.
This quick? They've been talking about it for a long time. It's been killing me.
I didn't know it was that long.
Anyways, I had to call and harass you.
Thank you.
During the show. I'm not actually that far in. The little snafu with the release and all, no biggie. But yeah, man. I thought I was gonna not have my fuckery in time to listen to it today, but it's actually Friday. I'm still able to listen. Fuck yeah! All right, folks, take care, and I'm gonna keep listening.
I would expect nothing less, Jerry.
I would expect nothing less. Yeah, absolutely.
Have we had any other presidents or presidential candidates that have been convicted felons?
No, this is the very first time ever, and that's why it's a big deal, because it is the very first time ever. Yeah.
I'm typing that in. These are the results for presidents that have been felons. Trump.
No, there are none. There
A
are
very
no others.
short list. Donald Trump becomes first U.S. president tried and convicted of felony.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Well, you know what? He had always been an overachiever. He never aspired to be average. He always wanted to be above average. And man, oh man, way to go, Donald J.
Mhm.
Trump. Gotta hand it to him. You know, crime does pay.
Apparently, for some,
All right.
it totally does.
Voicemail number 3.
Here we go.
Hey, Doug, it's Rick Jared here. Voicemail number 2.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, Doug. 5 minutes is the fucking answer.
What
He
was
won't give it to you, but it's 5 minutes or less is the amount of time he puts into doing the editing on the episode.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Okay.
And 4 of those minutes is probably finding the clip he wants to put in.
Mhm. He's right. He's 100% right.
Oh, gosh. Enjoyed the show, guys. Appreciate you, and keep it up. I don't know. We'll see if we get any more voicemails. Let's just find out.
And yeah, by the way, Jared, thank you for that, because you were giving us an answer, and as usual, I didn't remember the question. But that also did remind me to say, which we kind of sort of have said already when we were talking about the merch, but not completely.
Yes.
Welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner, on the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
God, only 40 minutes in, and you
I
got
know
it.
that's got to be a new record. It's probably, I don't think I've ever waited that long before
My
without
God.
missing it altogether.
You know, Strick, I really feel like, now that we have like a whole merch site, and we have an official sponsor for the next 3 months, unless they get wise and decide that they don't want to. Hey, look, I know we promised you 90 days. We're willing to pay out the entire contract, but please don't run any more than the one commercial. Because we didn't realize really what we were getting. We've actually never listened to your podcast before. That's the first thing. If you're becoming a sponsor of any show, and let me say this to all of our audience members that own businesses that are thinking about advertising on the podcast, in the podcast world, listen to the podcast before you throw your money at them, because you have no idea what you're getting into. I mean, do you really think that our sponsor realizes that they may have listened to a Monday episode and, fortunately didn't stumble onto the Fridays? I think the goodies come on Friday, but that's just me. And I hope they don't decide to pull out of the contract. But at the same time, like, I don't want to change really much about what we do, or anything for that matter.
Now, how do you know that they didn't listen to a Friday episode and decide that's why they wanted to advertise with us? Because we're edgy and we're hip.
So what you just said was that we are edgy, and the first edgy part, maybe, but seriously, Strickland, hip.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe 50%. We're edgy,
Mm-hmm.
with a dash of fuckery thrown in there too.
I think so.
All right, voicemail number 4. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. 4.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Rick Jared here. Voicemail number 3. Okay, you fuckers. Now you're talking about the trial,
Yeah.
and you're talking about, even if he's found guilty, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, he's still okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if he's found not guilty, you're gonna have all those fuckers like you. Oh, he's guilty as hell. Oh, he's guilty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, 2-sided coin. Had to call and point that out to you.
Thank you.
Sorry, fellas. Oh shit, you guys crack me up. All right, appreciate you, and can't wait for the rest of the show. See you guys.
I'm curious now what Jared's going to say in the next voicemail. Now that the verdict is in, because there are lots of things that it could be. It's like, yeah, he's guilty, but the charges are bullshit. Like, it's like falsifying business records. Who gives a fuck, right? But it could also be nobody cares. Yes, he's convicted, but nobody cares. Who knows? It just, nothing matters anymore. It just doesn't matter.
You said it best a few moments ago. It is, what'd you say? Upside down day?
Upside down world. Yeah.
So,
It's upside down day. It's becoming upside down year. Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to the next one. And as you were talking about that, I'm thinking it's possible that the voicemails that came in today, just a couple of hours ago, may have come in since the verdict, and maybe that's the reason why. Should I go try to pull those out, or should I?
Well, I don't know. The verdict only came down at like 5 o'clock or
5 o'clock
something?
Central?
Something like that.
Okay.
4:30,
All right.
5
Well,
o'clock Central. So it's
it was pretty close to you know what? I'm gonna play the next voicemail, and I'm gonna do a little cheating here. I'm just gonna
okay.
I'm gonna cheat.
Okay.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strick. Erica here.
Wow.
Great show. Great episode today. Thanks for being you guys and for doing 1,501 episodes now.
Crazy.
I thought I'd weigh in on the bed issue. And yes, in this case, Doug, you and I are very much on the same page. Almost. I will say this, with a background like JJ as a wellness coach and a nutritionist and dealing with an autoimmune issue myself, getting deep into the weeds of the research on good sleep and beds was critical to me, and no off-gassing or toxicity for me at all. And we spend so much of our life in bed that it was really important to me. So we up in the San Francisco Bay Area are blessed to have European Sleepworks near us. And I know you're both going to jump up and down or maybe roll over or whatever you do when I say how much, but we basically spent about $5,500, and that's without tax, for our bed and at European Sleepworks. It's a Calcane. And by the way, Doug, you probably should ask Avocado Bedding or European Sleepworks to be sponsors, because you just did such a good ad for them. But European Sleepworks for us really did it. Everything's eco-certified and all that. And it has a box foundation and merino wool, and everything's got great, like I said, eco-certified. And I wouldn't do a very good job of being a messenger of their message. I just say send people over to EuropeanSleepworks.com and go check it out yourself. And then we, put a luxury pillow top on top of it and all that. But if you think about it, take $5,300. Let's say you're going to keep your mattress 10 years, maybe longer, obviously, because it will last longer, but let's just say 10. That's $530 a year. And if you, do the math and divide that out per month, you wouldn't spend that much on, your health. I think you all would. So anyway, yeah, I'm a big proponent of quality bedding, baby. All cotton, all organic sheets, a good comfortable sleep, and surrounding your body with really good stuff. So that's my 52 cents. Love you guys. Love the show. And I don't have anything else.
And it looked like she got cut off there, but
ran out of time.
I don't have any problem with the concept, in theory, of spending more money on bedding, because it is something that hopefully is going to last a long time, and we spend a significant amount of time in our lives in a bed. My only question is, the cost versus benefit. How much better is it? And I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know.
Well, I feel the same with technology as I do feel about my bedding. I spend so much time with it, and you have to look at what the benefits that you're getting. So for me, I love the idea of, if I'm going to spend more money, I'm going to spend it on something that I spend a lot of time doing. So a better bed to be more comfortable. If nothing else other than comfort, I would say yes. I've never slept in a bed that is as comfortable as my Avocado mattress, and I have slept in a lot of high quality, like hotel style beds. So if for no reason of health related, and there is that side benefit, I would say it's worth it just from a comfort perspective. Technology, same thing. I love a great computer. I love my cell phone. And yes, could I get another phone? But man, I'll tell you, when my phone rings and it comes up on my computer and my laptop and my telephone and my television, and it comes up everywhere, I'm like, oh, cool. Now I can get, and my car, all of that stuff. Yeah, I could probably get it some other way, but I really enjoy it. Hey, I misplaced my phone the other day, and I have never used the Find My iPhone feature. That is fucking awesome. Do you have that on? I'm assuming they have it with Google phones too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that was a cool feature. I'm glad I found that. And I don't mind that I spent $1,000 for my phone to get that feature, even though I probably could have gotten it for $275.
Yeah, you are correct on all of them. I don't disagree with you at all, Doug.
What I make up in what I overuse in cost on my cell phone, I make up because I buy Michelob Ultra. Just say that.
I get it. That's where you save your money. Okay.
I save my money on beer. I don't need a $3 beer. I will take a 75-cent beer.
Got it.
Okay, let's go on. Next voicemail. Oh, and by the way, I sent you, I'm going to leave it at your discretion whether you play those other 2 voicemails or not. I emailed them to you.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug, Jared here. Voicemail number 4. All right, fellas, you're talking about mattresses now. And you asked Doug if has he ever had a smell, because I think the mattress he got is supposed to like fight that. Man, I can tell you these mattresses that come rolled up, a lot of them do smell. They even warn you got to let them air out for a day. Anyways, wanted to share that with you guys.
Interesting.
Appreciate the show. See it.
I did not know that. That's very interesting. So, in other words, Jared, what you're saying is on the packaging, they tell you might need to air this out for a day. I did not know
they
that.
tell you that.
They do?
Yeah. Some of these less expensive, the rolled up ones where they come in a box. Yeah.
Really? Interesting. It's because they use some sort of noxious gas in which to make it so it's compressible, or in the manufacturing process, or both.
I couldn't tell you. All I know is that I got mine, I don't remember how long ago, and it came out of the box, and maybe it had a little bit of a smell like for a couple of hours, and it hasn't since.
To Donald J. Trump's defense, just for a quick second, if I could, please. Just indulge me for a quick second. It's so funny as I'm looking over the photos that I see on online, USA Today, New York Times, wherever I'm seeing him. They capture him with the worst possible expression on his face. I'm curious if you go to like Fox, right? Or some network that likes him, is there a better picture? Because maybe he's just having like a really bad fucking day, which, if I got convicted of 34 counts of something, I'm just having a pretty bad day. Yes. So it's funny you say that. So I just went to foxnews.com just to see, all right, what kind of pictures? One of them is an action photo of him speaking in front of an audience, and it looks like he's angry, not like depressed or sad. And another photo on foxnews.com, he looks like rather somber, like I'm really sorry that I have been found guilty. On another one, it's like him showing he's like stoic, like I'm going to make America great again, like, fist clenched kind of guy. And in another one, it just looks like, I'm just going to, yes, this is not good, but I'm going to overcome this shit. It's basically, and then you go to like USA Today, or you go to New York Times, or any of the, the more liberal news media. It's like he's taking a dump, and they just happen to capture his expression.
And that's the whole thing, you don't even need to hear what they have to say to hear the bias on both sides.
Yes.
On both sides. I mean,
yes.
From what I was watching the news and saw some of the, like when he left the courtroom, and saw some of the things that he said afterwards. And my personal opinion, he was certainly not looking strong and stoic, right? He was looking pretty fucking sad and unhappy. But Fox News made a way to make him look good. But I'm sure MSNBC found a way to make him look even worse than he really was. And, yeah, it's fucked up. So fucked up.
All right, next voicemail. Let's get to it. Number 7.
Hello, Doug and Strickland. This is Emily. I'm calling to weigh in with my thoughts on the voicemail music that really does exclude everybody except for Jared. And it's been something I have been wanting to bring up to you guys for a long time. But I think now's the time, since you invited the conversation. I didn't want to raise conflict before. Yeah, it is a little offensive to the rest of us. I mean, it really does feel like the exclusive Jared Club. Feels like maybe our voicemails aren't welcome. And then maybe even sometimes you're like, oh, no, my voicemail is welcome. You go pick up the phone, you go to dial the number, and it's like, no, because you know what? That music is going to play and just right before my message and remind me that these are really only voicemails from Jared that are welcome.
Oh,
so,
damn.
I'm just mostly jesting, but I do fast forward the music, for sure, a little bit. And then if Doug interrupts between the time that the music is playing and the voicemail starts, which he always does, I have to rewind again. So it's just logistically a challenge for the words to be like that for me. Yeah. Try to shield myself from things that are too emotionally sensitive, you know what I'm saying? Okay, goodbye.
Wow.
I think we know how Emily feels.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to have happen. I don't know if this is possible, but Jared, it sounds like we may need your input here, because if Jared, I'm just playing, I'm being like Strickland, I'm going to be the other side of the coin for a second. If I was Emily, I understand what she's saying. If I was Jared, I'd be like, well, hold on, guys. I've been leaving messages. Strickland, I believe that I left you, and none of these voicemails are the first email that Jared left or
oh my gosh, right, you did send those to me. I forgot about those.
We'll do that next week when we have less voicemails, because that is definitely evergreen. I found the first voicemail ever left by Jared.
Yeah, I don't know how on earth you found that. And then you also have our very, very first one ever from Sean Carpenter, right?
Well, it's not just that Sean Carpenter left us the first voicemail from Sean Carpenter. Sean Carpenter left us the first voicemail ever.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. We have Jared's first voicemail, and we have the first voicemail ever left to the Nice Guys, which happened to be Sean Carpenter. So, Jared, the question would be, what should we do? I would like to at least get your feedback. Would you be open to us doing another theme song? Would that be too much work for Strickland to get in touch with the band to change the words? Would we keep the theme song the same, the music, but just change the words? Do we voicemail from Jared and everybody else? do we do that? Like what? I'm perplexed.
Yes, we do need to come up with a solution, and I am very open to suggestions from Jared or anyone else. We totally should.
I just, it's probably the longest running segment that we've ever done on The Nice Guys. And actually, it's the only segment that we have now. So.
Oh, no, we had lots of segments before. They just came and went. Like we had bingo. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Well, are we ready for voicemail number 8 of what is now 13?
Oh, you added those on. Okay, yeah, okay, go.
8. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Strickland. It's Emily again. I think
Better
this
mood.
is 2 out of 2. I think we're going to stop at 2. First off, Sally, I thank you for sharing your water anxiety with me. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability. I think the Camelback that they suggested is a really good idea, and I think I actually have one of those somewhere, so I'm going to try to find that. And then secondly, you guys are talking about organic mattresses right now. And Strickland is like so appalled at the price tag of $3,000.
She used to own a mattress business.
And I think Doug probably knows this, but I used to own an organic mattress store.
Oh, that's right.
Like a store that sold organic mattresses. No money back guarantee. You buy it and it's yours. And like the price tags went up. I mean, I think our biggest sale was like $13,000
for one bed.
We had that was like our biggest, and that might have been 2 beds. So,
that's still
yeah, these are high ticket items. But I will say, I do still firmly believe in purchasing a mattress that is as healthy as possible and doesn't off-gas and have like formaldehyde and toxins filled in it, because you're literally sleeping on it like a third of your life. And so if you're huffing that in, that's not healthy. So anyway, that's my organic mattress rant. And now I'm going to go keep listening while I vacuum my house with my Miele vacuum, which, by the way, a canister vacuum is actually kind of a pain in the ass, I'm realizing today.
It definitely is. But maybe, whoops, wait a minute. I thought I hit the stop button there.
What is a canister vac versus what? What's the other kind? Oh, a bag vac?
Yeah, like an upright.
Why? I would think a canister vac would be the best kind because you don't have to deal with changing a bag. You just empty out the canister. What else is there?
No, it's still, well, a canister vac is one where like the whole part that you hold is like on a hose.
Right.
And so the whole canister has to follow you around.
Wait, a canister vac, do you have the hose and then the canister rolls behind you on wheels, or
Right.
it's not like the Dyson that has the canister attached to the actual vacuum itself?
Right. That would be called an upright.
Oh, an
vacuum
upright.
cleaner.
Okay, so Emily has a canister vac.
Mhm.
So when you
She
do
talked
that,
about it a
Emily,
couple
do you
weeks
have to actually, like, does it have a, you know, how AI is going to be? It's going to be like self-driving canister vac that follows you automatically behind you on your vacuuming because it's got some detectors in the hose itself that follow it and into the proper space. And so, but it's not that way right now. So how, when you have a canister vac, does the hose act as the leash?
Yeah, basically that's how it works. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, geez, I've never had a canister vac before, so
Mhm.
I don't know how they actually work.
You know, I was thinking about what Emily said about the formaldehyde and the fumes and stuff
Yeah.
with the mattress. And then I was realizing, well, maybe that's helping me sleep, right? Like it gets me stoned before I go to bed and that just helps me sleep well. It's possible. You never know.
Yeah, Strickland, he goes to the, you know how they have the avocado store where you get your avocado mattress and then the organic mattress shop. Strickland goes to the ether mattress shop.
Right, exactly. That's why I sleep so damn soundly. Yeah.
God, he wakes up with this fucking hangover, but he sleeps like a motherfucker.
Right.
Strickland's gonna die at the ripe old age of 27. He's got with 2 brain cells left.
But I'll be well preserved, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, formaldehyde. That's right.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I'll die at 27, but I'll look like I'm 22. So, I got that going for me, which is nice.
Strickland just has mattress like fumes running through his veins right now. He doesn't have blood. He's got just like mattress fumes.
Exactly. All right, we're ready for voicemail number 9?
Oh my God, number 9. This is by far the most voicemails that we've ever had.
Definitely. Here we go.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strick. It's Emily. This is the last one, I promise.
What?
I got an idea, a
Oh.
solution to the theme song music. You don't even
Yeah.
need to change it.
Yeah.
But before you play it, you could put like a rejection. You could put like a content warning. Those who are sensitive to rejection may not want to listen to this song. So like you may want to fast forward the next 30 seconds. That could be nice. That could be a nice, I could see that being a good compromise to leaving the music, but also being mindful of the people that it might offend. So just throwing that out there as an alternative option.
Okay. That's a good alternative. I like it.
You know, when you play like the beginning of some Netflix songs, they say portions of the show are going to have a strobing effect that may affect. I agree with
Right.
Emily to play like a little disclaimer at the beginning of the theme song to let people know, hey, look, if you have like relationship abandonment issues, you may want to forward. The challenge is that unless you're using a player that can actually forward through a finite, like a specific amount of time, you're going to have a challenge because how long is because you're checking
Well,
it
no,
out
look right
now.
here. It looks like it is exactly 28 seconds. So it's
Wow.
perfect. You can hit fast forward 15 seconds twice and it will get you
Wow.
right past the voicemail from Jared music.
All right. Well, that is, it's worth discussing. So, Jared, before you may have already left a voicemail based upon the voicemail that I asked you to leave already. But if you could leave another one talking to us about the disclaimer thing, because that may not be a bad idea. We could get Steve O'Brien to give us a disclaimer that is about if you're experiencing anxiety, depression, abandonment issues, thoughts of suicide, or any of those things, you may want to forward through the next 30 seconds. Hey, let me make it easy for you. If you have a 15-second advance on your podcast player, hit it twice now.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm ready. Give me the
We're
next
ready
one.
for the next.
Voicemail fucking number 10. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, Doug and Strick. It's Tennessee Tim.
Tim.
I got to your 1500 episode a little late, and I didn't get this message in before y'all recorded last week. So congratulations on 1500 episodes for sure. I keep waiting for the pod fade, but apparently y'all have conquered that.
Love that. It's true.
Main reason for this call is coffee. You can't talk about coffee without triggering me. So I wanted to call in and say, Doug, you are the perfect illustration of why I started Connect Over Coffee and Morning Moments Matter, because you can take the time you wait, which is excruciating, for your coffee to brew, to take notice of yourself, to make that moment matter, to plan your day, to take, whatever you want to on yourself or your business or your family or others. That's the time you can take just a minute to show some gratitude or whatever. So, Doug, you are the perfect illustration of my idea. And I do understand Strick's deal, too. I have cold brew always in the refrigerator that I drink my cold brew while I'm waiting for my hot brew to make.
That's
so I do need coffee to make
coffee right there.
But
that is.
I have so many devices. When you own a coffee business, you do. I've got a mocha pot, 2 French presses, couple different pour overs. I've got an espresso machine, an AeroPress, and I mean, it just goes on and on. But good job on the show, guys. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Tim says he's got a pour over. Tim, I thought you had a good solid head of hair. You don't need a pour over. Oh no, that's a comb over. Sorry, my mistake.
I do. Speaking of Trump, I love how he actually, while he's waiting for his brew to complete, he's got a cold brew that's already ready. He's nitro. He's got something else. He's probably got a pour over, but while the pour over is happening, he's going for the cold brew in the fridge, but he's also got ice cubes that are made of coffee, of frozen coffee that he puts in water in the morning too. Oh my God. Tim, you've got to have caffeine coursing through your veins. I don't even do it for the caffeine because I don't think I can even tell the difference between caffeinated and decaffeinated coffee from a agitation perspective. So I don't care what I drink. I just like the idea of having coffee in the morning, and I like the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Number 11.
I also want to point out that so far the Magic 8 Ball has been correct. After you pressed the Magic 8 Ball for a real answer, none of this Switzerland shit, right?
So no fucking way was the Magic 8 Ball's answer. So we actually have 11, 12, and 13. We have 3 more voicemails to determine whether one of them will be new. I forgot it's been so long now. I forgot what we asked the Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, you're right. No one knew.
No one that we've not heard from before.
I don't want to offend Emily. Not that I'm hoping that anyone will be, that we won't have all repeats, because I appreciate everybody that's in our community. And I love everybody that's in our community, Emily. So I'm not casting dispersion upon anyone that's already left a message, but it would be nice to have a new message in these last 3. Not because I don't like the other people. Continue leaving messages. And thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug and Strick, Tennessee Tim. Voicemail number 2. I sound like Jared now.
Right.
Hey, I want to talk to you about the Mr. Beast deal. I watched that grocery store one, and it was just crazy. Every day, they would bring him a shopping cart full of cash for the day he won the previous day. Yep. It was just crazy. He ended up going 45 days and won $450,000. Crazy. But when he made that inflatable swimming pool and took,
baths in there or whatever, and then ran into it with the forklift and flooded the joint. Oh, that was hilarious.
That was fun.
Anyway, Mr. Beast isn't a phenomenon, but there's a lot of different influencers and micro influencers on different levels and different niches. And I definitely think you and Doug are micro influencers. So try to play that up somehow. Anyway, talk to you later. Love the show.
Hang on. Tim just called us micro influencers.
Did he just
He's never seen me naked. He can't make a comment like that.
I was going down the same path as you. Tim just said I had a small penis. I'm pretty sure that is what he said. Now, I know that's not true with Strickland, but for me, it could possibly be what's going on here. I have never been macro anything. I've always been micro the entire time.
Oh,
Thanks,
my.
Tim. I appreciate that. I've still never seen an episode or whatever you call it, a video from Mr. Beast. But it is intriguing. So maybe I have to tune in. And I don't know. I don't think that we influence anything. I really don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but do you see any influence that are we persuading anyone to do anything?
We're persuading people to call in and comment.
Oh, that is true. We've
13 times this week. So, that's something.
That is very
and
true.
now that we have a merch store, we'll see if we're going to encourage people to buy some cool merch.
Hey, remember when we used to have a Patreon account?
Oh yeah, that was a disaster. That was a total disaster.
Disaster isn't the word. I think the word's more like embarrassment.
Yeah, no, you're right. Disaster would have been like if something had blown up, but embarrassment was like a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it because nobody's there, and that's more what Patreon was.
We won't try that again. We'll just rely upon sponsors. Thanks, serviceskills.com/podcast. Thank you.
All right, okay. 2 more voicemails.
2 more, please.
These are the bonus voicemails that came in today.
Wow. Okay, ready.
We ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fellas, it's Sally calling to weigh in on the theme song for the voicemails.
Oh.
I have a funny story. I was in the shower, doing soapy things, and I always, who am I saying often? No. I always have a song in my head. And the song that was in my head at this particular moment was, it's a voicemail from Jared. And I couldn't, it was in my head for days. So for that reason alone, I would be pro updating the voicemail theme song. Do I feel personally attacked when it says screw the rest of y'all? Kind of. Not enough to stop calling and leaving voicemails, though, apparently. Anywho, hope your day is going great. Can't wait to listen to Fuckery tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I hope you haven't recorded yet. Ooh, what if you've recorded already? Well, then this will be late. Okay, love the show. Bye.
It was almost too late, but not quite. I missed a lot of what she said. I got stuck on she was doing soapy things.
Okay, I got it. I have to go back to the last voicemail. You don't have to actually forward back to it, but you have to, or reverse back to it. But when she left a voicemail already this week, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, did she not listen to the whole episode in one sitting, or what happened?
Maybe she was doing like Jared, where Jared will call in and he'll listen for 10 or 15 minutes and something will speak to him. Something will move him to call in, and he calls in and then he continues listening. And later in the show, he decides, I need to call in on this thing now. Who knows? Maybe Sally listened to the first half of the episode and was just finishing it up today. I have no idea.
Well, okay. I'm not disputing that. I don't disagree that would be a good practice. I'm thinking, are we maybe doing too much? are we providing too much of a volume of content where isn't really the goal of a podcast to be able to listen to the podcast in one fell swoop? I'm not saying that if you have a seasonal podcast, like I like to be so captured by the message that the podcast provides. Like when I listen to Serial, I will literally, if I get to my location where I'm going or listening to it in the car and I get to Trader Joe's and I have to go in, I will not go into Trader Joe's until I finish listening to the episode because I'm so intrigued. We're either that bad or she just has a really interesting sounds like she might have left the first message on like Monday, and then today is Thursday. It took her 3 more days to get to the rest of the episode. You say what?
Leave it to you, Doug, to even when you're talking about podcasts, all right? Podcasts, something that have only been around for 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years, to actually make a dated reference. Fucking Serial? Oh my God, that show came out 12 goddamn years ago.
They just had their most recent season. It was about Guantanamo Bay. So fuck you.
Oh, do they have a second season or a third or a 27th
it's season number 4. It's season number 4. Okay. You know,
my bad. I didn't know they were doing. I listened to season 1 and I didn't know there was any more after that. It wasn't my thing.
It was that bad for you, huh?
I'm just like, not into fucking like true crime drama bullshit.
I am not either. But when I heard the first look, if it wasn't for Serial, Strickland, you and I actually wouldn't be here, because I probably was on the tail end of listening to season 1 of Serial when I'm like, hey, I just wrote a book. Maybe we can come up with a podcast. Okay, so maybe we don't have the backing of the 20 billion listeners that Serial has, or NPR behind us to produce the entire fucking thing. But we have people that listen. I was just curious I just wanted to know her listening habits. Maybe that was just it. Sally, what are your listening habits? That was the short way to ask that question, I guess.
Well, we have one more opportunity.
Okay.
For the Magic 8 Ball to possibly be wrong. God, if this last voicemail is somebody that we have not heard from before.
Out of my head as quickly as you played the last message, I forgot what we were waiting for. So please, could this be a new voicemail? Hey, can I ask a double or nothing question to the Magic 8 Ball? Nah, I won't. Go ahead. That's fine.
We are an hour and 10 minutes into the episode, and we haven't even finished the voicemails yet. So
that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Erica here. I'm going to say that this might be voicemail number 2, because today's Thursday, the week after. I think I left
for a second.
a message right after last week's call.
Okay.
Interesting that we were just talking about listening habits. Emily, Erica listens to, sorry, Erica, I did not mean to just say Emily. I know that it's like one of those things. It's the fucking E's. That's what it is. Okay. So Erica, you are leaving this voicemail. You just left this today. I know this for a fact because not only did you say it, but I received it today. So yes, you left it today, which is Thursday. You listened to the last voicemail, I think last week. I think you listened on Friday also, because I think you put a comment somewhere either last Friday or maybe over the weekend. So Erica, what are your listening? I got to know what everybody's listening habits are. Really important. Can everybody leave me a message? What are your listening habits? Okay, I'm ready. More.
Okay, here we go.
But, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast. So it may be voicemail number 2. It may not. I don't know. But anyway, here I am. 2 things. One, Doug, you were questioning how Jared and I managed the technology to both be on the line at the same time. Simple. It's called voice merge. You just merge a call on at least on my iPhone. I don't even know if Jared uses iPhone, but he was able to merge the calls on his end. So even with BlackBerry or something, I don't know. It was just merging a call, and that's what we did. Second piece of this call, I know, at least I know for Doug, I think you and JJ have tried to do and have done successfully a dry January before, where you've given up all alcohol. I don't drink, so I have no alcohol, that is. So I have no idea what that's about. But I'm going to take on a challenge, and I'm going to try for a, quote, dry week. And for me, that means going a whole week with no green tea with boba. Now, that's a really big deal. I probably need to attend some kind of a 12-step program for it and have a daily check-in with a accountability buddy or a sponsor or whatever they call it. And I promise I won't call you every single day letting you know, but I will check in a week and let you know if I was successful in my attempt to have a dry week with no green tea with boba. I think I need a break. So there's that. that's it. I love you guys. Love the show. And also, I'm really glad to be back doing my podcast with you. So there's that. All right. Be well. Bye.
Well, that was it. 13 voice messages and all from people we have heard from before. And I think the verdict on the voicemail from Jared Music is if we want those nice people to continue calling in, we probably should update it.
Okay, but I do like Emily's idea. Before we go into Emily's idea, let me just say this. Erica, you did promote your podcast, but you haven't told anybody about your podcast. So if you could call in this week, leave a voicemail, plug your podcast. I don't want to do it for you because I don't know that you have or you haven't shared the potential brand or rebrand of your podcast. So I don't want to slip into I'm not sure mode where you are. So could you, I know you wrote me an email, but you know me, I'm not good on long emails. And if it was longer than a sentence, I probably didn't remember what you told me. So I just connected you with Ashley. I know we're getting it started again. Could you leave a voicemail to update everybody about it and plug your voicemail? Okay, now on to the second part of that. The question is, do we update the voicemail or do we follow the Emily idea, which was have Steve O'Brien do the disclaimer, which I think could be almost just as fun to have him do the 15-second disclaimer before the voicemail? Because do we want to change the theme song, really?
I was originally thinking as you were going down this path that adding a disclaimer at the beginning kind of feels like saying, hey, everybody, this is especially focused on you people who really, really care about us and listen a lot and call in all the time. Don't listen to the next part because it basically tells you to go fuck yourself. Thank you. Like I thought it was good. But now that you said Steve O'Brien,
right
now, there we go. Now I think Steve O'Brien, we could come up with, in the same way that we obviously have many more than one or a handful of intros from Steve O'Brien, maybe we could have him come up with a bunch of versions of the disclaimer that would be very entertaining and we could rotate them.
Okay.
And that would be super fun because we haven't actually hired Steve to say anything new in a long time.
Okay. Well, I like that. I mean, you could even go down the path of, everyone's not a professional like Jared, closed course professional, professional course only, batteries not included, some assembly required, all of the things that we would have. Let them just tell them what we need, but say, hey, I need 5, 6, 10 versions of that. And then it'll be very similar to your opens and closes. Now, will that create a little no, because we will actually dump it into the podcast. You won't have to do it post podcast production, right?
God, no, of course not.
Hey, Strick, I know I know you don't want extra work to do, and I'm not looking to give you any extra work, but I need just one simple favor done after this episode actually processes and uploads to Monday.com. I'm not going to send them the entire episode. Can you just cut out the beginning part where we do the commercial because they want a copy of all of our commercials for the first month.
You mean our new sponsor?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. I could do that. Sure.
Yeah. And then we could actually, on our Monday episodes, we could create a live read, but record it as a live read. We could record it and drop that in. Maybe if it's a minute or two, drop that into the front part of the next, of our interview episodes where it's not you and me, because me doing a commercial with the guest isn't going to be anywhere as good as us doing it together.
I get it. I totally get it. We absolutely could do that. Yeah.
And if you could, while you're doing that, maybe throw in the commercial for Dollar Shave Club. Because that was
wow, that's a classic right there.
That is a classic. We do the Dollar Shave Club blues.
We did that whole damn thing, didn't we?
God, that was so good. We were so good. I don't know where that is, but I think we lost it somewhere along.
Oh, I'm sure I got it somewhere. Yeah.
You think you do?
Oh, I'm sure I do. Yeah.
Well, not taking anything away from our current sponsor, but maybe you could play that as an Easter egg at the end.
I'm looking at my notes here now. What's it worth? Because remember, they were bought for $1 billion, right? Right around the time. But that was like 2016. That's crazy.
Wow. And they couldn't afford a Nice Guys advertising campaign. Come on.
I know, right?
We are the perfect demographic for the nice guy. I mean, for Dollar Shave Club.
We were.
I don't
But,
get it. I don't
yeah.
get it.
Mm.
All right. Anything else that we want to discuss? Talk
Oh
about?
no, this is interesting because
contemplate?
they were bought for $1 billion. Unilever
Yeah.
bought them, and that's like major
Yeah. They're the
monster
soap company.
I just found an article. Let me see if I can find the date on it. October of 23. So this was like a little less than a year ago. Unilever can't cut it. It's selling Dollar Shave Club 7 years after its $1 billion acquisition.
Wow.
I'm curious if it actually sold, and if it did, what it sold for.
If they just would have advertised with the nice guys, we probably could have saved everything.
Could have changed it all. Could have changed
Strick,
it all.
We have been in business for how long? How many years?
7 years, 8 years.
7 or 8 years, something like that. Okay,
Something
cool.
like that.
What, if any, of our years did we go into debt?
Let me think back on that. None. None.
Exactly. In what or any years did we make at least $1?
All of them, I think.
I think you're right. And how many Fortune 500 companies could probably say that? Probably not many of them. Some companies, I don't know, Truth Social, for example, let's just throw them out. They are losing millions. I think they lost something like $75 million in their, or $175 million last quarter alone.
Totally. No, it's ridiculous. Well, this is interesting too. So when Unilever in 2016, when they bought the Dollar Shave Club, for $1 billion, do you know what their gross sales were that year?
I'm going to say 100 million.
No, 225 million. But that wasn't their profit. That's gross sales. Now, I want you to think about what we do annually in gross sales.
Right.
And now, if someone were to offer us, let's say 4.5 times that to buy the company,
I'd sell.
I would sell in a heartbeat.
I'd sell. Where do they determine valuation in our industry? And I think our industry has probably, podcasting, has a higher profit margin than in the shaving business.
I would think. Yeah, I would think. That's amazing to me. Like if it is a company that is a manufacturing company, so you're right. Like, I mean, the margins can't be, I wouldn't think, monstrously high. In fact, I've heard that,
just
razor
a couple of
blades,
percentage points.
It's not a high percentage. So why did Unilever buy it for 4.5 times what the gross sales were? It's just nuts. They clearly overpaid.
I don't know, but maybe we shouldn't be using as an example, we sell razors and razor blades anymore. Maybe they should say at Unilever, we sell podcasting and podcast launch and production. Maybe that would be the key to success for them. I don't know. I just look at things like that and think, we've never had debt. We've always made at least $1 in many years, much, much more than $1. Yeah. Thank you very much. May of 2024 being our best fucking month ever. Yes, of course. And we don't have quarters. Nobody is coming to buy us.
Well, somebody did come and offer to buy, but they just didn't offer us shit for money. It was not even close to worth it. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, what was that all about, do you think? Was that like a scam? Was that a scam?
Who the hell knows? I was waiting to hear back from them after they made us the lowball offer to come back and say, oh yeah, well, hey, maybe you should join our mastermind for $10,000 a month or some shit. But they never did.
I was waiting for a pitch. So maybe it was legitimate, but it certainly wasn't legitimate number. I listened to the latest episode of Planet Money. I don't know if you're still a Planet Money fan or if you've ever listened to a recent episode, but they were doing one on scams, very similar to the texting scam. Hey, where are you? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. But this one was actually a phone scam. This woman got scammed out of literally $800 million.
$800 million?
I'm sorry, $800,000.
No, it's still a lot of fucking money.
Her entire life savings she got scammed out of because somebody they called and said, hey, this is Citibank and we're letting you know that there was a fraudulent claim. Can you imagine like the shit that the vulnerability that she had to be able to display to share the story with Planet Money? That's one thing. I mean, I don't know that I would be like so fucking embarrassed.
I know, right?
But could you imagine all that shit going down, losing $800,000 to a scammer that says, "Hey, Citibank calling. Look, there's been some compromise on your account. We're going to give you a few steps. We need you to share your screen with us." And then actually sharing screen, and then it was a scam that lasted over 8 months. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just one withdrawal. It was multiple withdrawals.
Wow.
Just crazy with the shit that happens.
Nuts. It's nuts.
Okay,
Nuts.
I think we've given our nice guy community, our Funkin' fans, our listeners, I think we've given you guys plenty this week. So anything else, Drake?
No, I'm good. My brain is pretty mush. I got to go eat some dinner.
And Strickland's going to eat dinner, and I'm going to say, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Over 600 episodes, and they're still asking me to do their voiceovers. I'm kind of like Flo on those Progressive commercials. I bet she makes a hell of a lot more than me, though. Doug and Strick don't pay shit.